This is a HS-121 Trident airline, spelled the same way as the chewing gum Trident. I'd always thought Trident was just a chewing gum, but apparently it was the name of an airline, an airplane as well, as I was watching some aircraft disasters on YouTube. Little background information. One of the reasons I saw the name Trident, it was on the tail of a plane that crashed in 1972, but I will be discussing that in a little while. Hawker Siddeley Trident was a British short and medium-range airliner. It was the first T-tail rear-engine, three-engine jetliner to be designed. It was also the first airliner to make a planned landing and revenue service in 1965. The Trident emerged in response to a call by the state-owned British European Airways Corporation, BEA, for a jet airliner for its premier West European routes. BEA had been induced by the government to issue this call despite its unwillingness to buy a large jet fleet. The airline's requirements fluctuated greatly in the 1950s and a decade later evolved radically away from what the Trident could offer. Adherence to BEA's changing specification was widely seen as limiting the Trident's appeal to other airlines and delaying its service entry. During its gestation, the Trident was also involved in a government drive to rationalize the British aircraft industry. The resulting corporate moves and government interventions contributed to delays, causing it to enter service 2 months after its major competitor, the Boeing 727, losing further potential sales as a result. By the end of the program in 1978, 117 Tridents had been produced. BEA's successor, British Airways, withdrew its Tridents in the mid-1980s. Trident services ended in China in the early 1990s. And a little about the crash. British European Airways Flight 548 was a scheduled flight from London Heathrow to Brussels that on June 18, 1972 crashed near the town of Staines, England, soon after takeoff, killing all 118 people on board. The accident became known as the Staines Air Disaster, and as of 2016, remained the deadliest air accident as opposed to a terrorist accident to take place in the United Kingdom, and it marks as the highest death toll involving a Hawker Siddeley Trident aircraft. The aircraft involved, this Hawker Siddeley Trident, suffered a deep stall in the third minute of its flight and crashed to the ground, narrowly missing a busy main road. The ensuing inquest principally blamed the captain for failing to maintain airspeed and configure the airlift devices correctly. It also cited the captain's heart condition and the limited experience of the co-pilot, while noting an unspecified technical problem that the crew apparently resolved before takeoff. The crash took place against the background of a pilot strike that had caused bad feelings between crew members. The strike had also disrupted services, causing Flight 548 to be loaded with the maximum weight allowable. Recommendations from the inquiry led to the mandatory installation of cockpit voice recorders in British registered airliners. Another recommendation was for greater caution before allowing off-duty crew members to occupy flight deck seats. Two of the pilots' unions protested at the conduct of the inquiry and was likened to a lawyer's panic. So basically, overview of this HS-121 Trident. It was a narrow-body jetliner, originated in the United Kingdom. The manufacturer was Hawker Siddeley. First flight was January 9, 1962. Introduced April 1st, 1964. It is a retired airplane. Primary users were British European Airways, British Airways, CAAC, Cyprus Airways, and 117 of the planes were built. And like I've said before, like, subscribe, share, looking for a partner, looking for a producer. As always, thanks for watching.